What's up, guys? Welcome back to Chiefs Chat. And today, we're going to be doing the Chiefs versus the Texans game recap, okay? And we're also going to talk a little bit about the game we had against the Broncos because I did not get an opportunity to recap that one. So we're going to do a little bit of that as well. But, let's kick things off with the Texans game, Wasn't able to make a game preview for this one, so wasn't able to really express my, thoughts and opinions heading into this game. But really, my overall feel was that this Texans team is not good, Coming into this game, their record was 1-11-1, which is just absolutely terrible, And it's definitely looking like the Texans are going to end up with the number 1 overall pick next year. They are looking bad. But I got to give them credit, I don't think anybody was expecting them to really give us a run for our money. But here we are, in overtime against the Houston Texans. It doesn't surprise me that there were just so many bad calls in this game, For it to get to that point, when we're playing a team that's just not good, and we're the Kansas City Chiefs, usually what it comes down to is just dumb mistakes and bad calls by the referees. It seemed like these referees were just giving them yards. They had quite a few more penalty yards than we did. I think they were pretty close to 100 total yards in terms of penalties, which is a lot. And that's something that really does not show up on the box score. When you take a look at the way that these two teams performed, 100 yards is a lot. That's the entire length of the field, all in penalties. So that fact did not surprise me at all. It did not surprise me in the slightest that, the penalty ratio between the Chiefs and the Texans was just heavily favored, in the Texans' favor, frankly. And it was also a mixture of, again, there's usually two things that, result in these type of contests, and the other was just dumb mistakes by the Chiefs. We saw it in the Colts game earlier this season. We just made too many dumb mistakes, and that's what really cost us that game. It was the same thing here against the Texans. Just a lot of dumb mistakes on offense, not executing like we normally do. Sometimes we're just a little bit off, and normally we play these teams, we played the Jaguars a couple weeks ago, we killed the 49ers, we had no problem with the Broncos, it's just, sometimes it's just, we just don't have our game, we're just not playing great. And that's exactly what happened here in this Texans game. Now, for the Broncos game, I will add, I told you guys we were going to talk about it a little bit. They did end up giving us a little bit of a run for our money, but really, we took that early lead and we never gave it back. So I really don't consider that us, battling for that win. I really do think we just went out, we took it. Yeah, Russell Wilson had a couple of nice throws, ended up doing a couple of nice things, but it was all on a losing effort. And really, at no point during that game was I like, oh man, we might lose, okay? Because I felt like, once we took that early lead, we just had it in the bag. I've never seen the Chiefs blow that kind of lead. We were up, what was it, 27-0, You typically don't see the Chiefs blow that kind of lead. Maybe Matt Ryan, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Matt Ryan of the Colts, he's one of the worst in terms of blowing leads. This past week, he blew a 33-point lead. It was 33-0. And the Colts lost. That's Matt Ryan. That's just Matt Ryan in full effect. He is not good at maintaining leads. But Patrick Mahomes, this dude, it's that'll be the day. That'll be the day. I don't think Patrick Mahomes is ever going to blow that kind of lead. Because, he's a closer. He knows how to go out there and get the job done, which is exactly what he was able to do against the Texans. It was sloppy. I'm not going to lie. It was very, very sloppy. A very sloppy game. A lot of dumb mistakes, Getting the ball first in overtime is so huge. And once we got that ball, I was like, boom, man, we've got this in the bag. I was disappointed that it had to, we had to go to overtime in the first place. But, us getting the ball, to start the overtime period was something I was just like, there we go, man. We're closers. That's what Patrick Mahomes seems to do. He's able to go out there and close, get the job done. Boom. But unfortunately, he wasn't able to. We had to rely on our defense. Okay? And we had to rely on that forced fumble by Frank Clark. That was huge. Forced fumble, got it recovered. And then boom, the very next play, Jerick McKinnon, what a game he had against the Texans and the Broncos. Jerick McKinnon, man, he's fantastic. Definitely our guy in terms of throwing the football to a running back because he just makes things happen, Gets the football, he takes off, man. He just does great things. So, big shout out to Jerick McKinnon for his performance in this game against the Texans and also this game against the Broncos. So, he's been fantastic. Definitely a guy who I think we need to really start to rely. I'm just super happy that we're really starting to see him grow into his role now that we're nearing the end of the season, getting ready for the playoffs. Because last season in the playoffs, he was fantastic. I think we might be seeing that again from Jerick McKinnon. I definitely do. So just good stuff from him. You know, and overall, I'm super happy about the Chiefs team. Super ready for us to just make a run in this playoffs, because I think we're ready, man. You know, a tough game against the Texans, but again, man, I'm just not worried. And with the win against the Texans, boom, we see the Chiefs, for the 7th straight season, secure the AFC West. I mean, you know, I just find it ridiculous that so many people were doubting the Chiefs before this season started. You know, Broncos just acquired Russell Wilson. You know, Chargers just acquired J.C. Jackson, Khalil Mack. Okay, Raiders just acquired Devontae Adams. People were looking at these moves that these other AFC West teams were making, and they were saying Chiefs are in trouble. A lot of people even predicted the Chiefs to be fourth in the AFC West. You know, how crazy is that? Because here we are, only a couple weeks left, and the Chiefs have already secured the AFC West. It wasn't even a battle. It wasn't even a fight. You know, the Chargers, who people thought they were, you know, I would say the majority of people thought the Chargers were going to be the team to beat in the AFC West this season. We're already done with them. We beat them twice, you know, so... And so far this season, we're 4-0 against the AFC West. We've had no problems with these guys. You know, none whatsoever. And here we are, man. Chiefs, just dominant. Just a dominant team. And I would consider us a dynasty at this point, man. We're just a dynasty. You know, when there's that much dominance going on in one division in football, it's hard not to call that a dynasty. It's Andy Reid, it's Patrick Mahomes. It's this group of guys, man, going out there and getting it done for the Chiefs, man. You know, I feel, you know, I've said it so many times, but I just feel so lucky to be in this position as a Chiefs fan, man. Because it doesn't get any better than this, man. It does not get any better than this. I mean, who are you taking in the postseason? You know, out of all the teams, you know, the Eagles are making a lot of noise. The Bills are always making noise, you know. But if you really take a look at every single team in the NFL, who are you really going to put your money on when it comes to winning the playoffs and getting to the Super Bowl? It's going to be the Chiefs every time. You know, because the Bills, they haven't been able to get past the Chiefs. The Eagles, you know, they haven't been doing it for as long as the Chiefs have, okay? We're dominant, man. It just seems like we're unstoppable, okay? And another AFC West championship just confirms that, you know? Try again next year, guys. Probably going to fail. I mean, breaking news, Chiefs are dominant. Doesn't look like we're slowing down anytime soon. So good luck, you know? You know, seven straight AFC championships, that's great, but we're looking for a Super Bowl. We're looking for our second Super Bowl win. So we got our mind, we got our eyes, we got our focus on some bigger goals. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next Chiefs chat. Peace out.